Welcome back to Irons United. We've just witnessed West Ham unfortunately be defeated by that really crap rule.
Terrible rule, yeah.
We know there's rules out there, we know VAR exists and everyone's got to live with it, but at the end of the day, I mean, the rule is now ball to hand. Doesn't matter in actual fact if the ball connects with the hand.
It was a joke.
It doesn't matter
joke.
if it's saving your face, if it's
No.
saving someone from death. It doesn't matter if that ball touches that hand.
Very poor.
It's ruled out, and
It's
that's
really poor.
exactly really what it comes down to at the end of the day. I'm not saying we performed really well,
We didn't.
but
I don't think we did. I think we deserved to come out of that with a draw. And a very poor decision with our.
welcome back to Irons United. I'm Anton. I'm joined by my dad, Jim, and
Hi, guys.
yeah, I'm just disappointed for loads of reasons tonight, and we'll kind of digress the game as much as we possibly can. Please make sure you get the comments in below. Let us know your thoughts on what we say. Let us know your thoughts on the game in particular. Make sure you give us the thumbs up. Let us know the feedback on the show. Obviously, it's not a thumbs up for the performance, but we'll get straight into it. Team selection, Dad. Initially, my first thoughts were Fredericks was injured, so we knew Zabaleta was going to come back in.
Yeah.
He's not fast, he's lost his legs, so I'm not...
But he also played well in the last game, so he's our
only choice, really,
yeah. So he was in.
But I'm going to keep talking about him because that's my biggest concern in West Ham's defence right now is Zabaleta. I think he's too slow, and I think we all know that as West Ham fans. I'm not digging him out, but I think West Ham need to make a purchase in this window in order to move forward with the Zabaleta situation. But the biggest disappointment probably for me, surprisingly, considering I was a massive fan of Lanzini and still am a massive fan of Lanzini, but I don't think Fornals deserved to be dropped.
No.
What's your opinion on that?
Yeah, I agree with that, yeah.
In his last 8 games, he's
played well.
2 goals, 4 assists or something like that. In his last 8 games, I mean, he hasn't deserved to be dropped tonight.
No.
So do you think that's down to Moyes? What's Moyes doing here? Is Moyes testing every player?
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's got to do that. I think he's come in there, he's trying everybody out, and he knows certain players that he knows what he can get from certain individuals, but he's trying to see other players, see what they're performing like.
Yeah. I mean, that's team selection. First half, there's really not much to talk about.
No.
But let's talk about, I suppose, one of the biggest bits of news was Fabianski pulled up again with what looks like probably close to near the end of the season of an injury. What impact is that going to have on West Ham in general?
We really will have to get another goalkeeper in. There's no question about that.
Yeah. How important is Fabianski?
Massive.
Yeah.
Massive important part of the West Ham team and defensive wise. That's a big blow to us tonight.
Yeah.
Big blow.
Martin's come in, and
I feel really sorry for
I do feel sorry for him.
No, you've got to. It's just one of them things. It just happens and that's it.
Yeah.
You know, I've always felt, if you're a centre half or you're a goalkeeper, clear the ball, get it out, don't mess around. Unfortunately, he's played that ball a little bit short there. And to be fair to the opposition, they took their chance well. They did.
Yeah. I think the goal came when Martin and Balbuena were trying to be so fast, and there was an opportunity for Balbuena to kick the ball centre position, and he went out to run it wide while Martin hit the ball straight up the middle of the park, and Balbuena was gone, couldn't get it, and the player slipped in, passed the ball to, I think it was McBurney, who tapped the ball in the back of the net, and really was unfortunate. And Martin and Balbuena, it was just a genuine mistake.
Yeah, it's
it wasn't,
a mistake. No, you can't. No.
Put it on them forever and ever.
No.
It was just a genuine mistake. It was just unfortunate that it was tonight, because that would have, we could have gone on and won it, or could have just got a point from the game from that, because it wasn't a fantastic game.
No, it wasn't a great game
in itself. Obviously, we've seen Fabianski pull up with an injury, which is really unfortunate. We'd had one really chance to remember in the first half, and that was Felipe Anderson.
Yeah, that was a good chance.
Good chance. Probably should have done better.
Maybe. It was a good chance, though. It was created well.
For me personally, we'll come on to the substitutions that we came into West Ham, because one particular substitution is what's made a difference tonight as well. But the one player really for me that only really showed signs of doing anything in the game was Felipe Anderson. Every time he got the ball, he looked up and all he saw was static players. Even Sebastian Haller was static. Lanzini was non-existent tonight.
Yeah, I'd agree
We
with
were
that.
talking about that. What's your opinion on Lanzini?
My opinion on Lanzini is a great player. Of course he is. I said to you, he's Argentinian star, one thing and another. However, Tonight, no, he just didn't. He didn't perform tonight, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And I think that the substitution was correct.
Yeah. What about, like I said, it was static. They went on and scored a goal, a bang average goal, and then they kind of started to dominate the second half a bit.
They did.
Dominated play.
Well. Yeah, I think they did.
They had speed.
Yeah, they did.
They were faster than us.
They were getting to the ball, first to the ball, yeah. We were not getting theirs. Which surprised me because when Moyes came in this time, he mentioned again, which he did the very first time when he came in, about the fitness of the players and getting them speed and one thing and another. But tonight they didn't really didn't do that. They didn't get to the ball first. There was a bit lackadaisical out there, I felt tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know what it is. It's I don't know if we panic or. I don't know. I mean,
we just didn't give it a go tonight.
No, it wasn't. It was like, and I know you can talk about like Bournemouth were not great, but West Ham still had to turn up and do something. Yeah. But they played a high pressing game, and I think we all knew that Sheffield United play a high pressing game.
Yeah.
But West Ham tried to play the high pressing game, but unfortunately we were just too slow. Yeah. When we come up against a really hard working side, it doesn't matter if it's players you've never heard of before, but there's no ifs and buts about it. Sheffield United are a hard-working side. They worked as a unit tonight.
Yeah, they've proven this since they've been up in the Premier.
The way I would describe Sheffield United's performance is professional performance. Yeah. And went and got a victory. Yeah. Let's talk about a couple of more chances in the second half, but let's just talk about the most controversial thing, the VAR thing.
No, with Snodgrass as well.
Oh, well, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Snodgrass. I felt, you said about, for the time he was on the pitch, I think he made the best contribution.
Yeah, well, he came on, what, 15, 20 minutes he got?
20 minutes, and
he was up there as the top two players.
He was crossing the ball over. Yep. He gave Haller a wonderful chance. He gave Haller a second good chance. Yep. So he really was... Really, I thought his distribution was great on the free kick.
I think when we
hardworking
just going to say, when we seen the substitution coming on, we were saying to each other, watch the work ethic rise when Snoddy comes on. But I think within the first minute of him coming on, there was the free kick that we won, and his ping ball was pitch perfect, and it was just so unfortunate that Sebastian Haller's head was forward and the goal got chopped off for offside. Then I think again he had another chance where he hit the ball in, and I think Haller felled the defender. But then it's his work rate, and to be, his work rate is what Moyes is talking about.
Plus his goal.
Yeah,
which was ruled off through foolishness, really. That stupid VAR rule. But I mean, his goal was brilliant again.
Yeah.
I mean, he just collected with the ball, got it in the back of the net. It was a great goal. In fact, it was he scored it really at the complete opposite to what at the tight angle that he scored it at was brilliant.
Yeah.
I mean, it was completely opposite to what the goalkeeper was thinking there, and he scored it at a tight angle, and then just that stupid bloody rule come in, and that was it. We lost a point there.
Get your comments in about the rule. Let us know what your thoughts are on the VAR rule. I mean, I'm pretty adamant, everyone. This is not just about West Ham fans complaining. It's affected us tonight, but it really is a silly rule. You know the minute that they do the replay, that if that ball touches a finger and it's glanced by, even your hands up here.
The commentators tonight, the commentators are just turning around and saying it's a complete joke. Yeah. So if you get an experienced footballers turning around and making that comment, the FA are going to have to listen to this a little bit now. Yeah. Premier League, they have to.
Absolutely. Like we said, the goal was chopped off, and we walked away with no points. Really unfortunate for West Ham. What do we do? I mean, what does?
Well, I think Moyes takes them back now, and he's got to work. He's got to work on what you pointed out, the fact that Sheffield were on the ball, getting to the ball before us. Now with Moyes, you would have expected the opposite to that. For our players to be getting there before the opposition. I think that will come. I think like what you were saying there, he might be just looking, even though he knows the players, he just might want to be just seeing what's going on here with like 4-0s and that. He's got certain people that he's going to have to keep in there. I mean, Snodgrass is such a hard worker. He's good. He sets the standard there. Unfortunately, I think Declan Rice just wasn't himself tonight. Noble, but Declan Rice was just not there tonight. Haller, well, I mean, he did get a couple of chances. One he put away. There was unfortunately ruled off.
I've seen some comments coming in about Sebastian Haller. I mean, I think he had some good touches.
Yeah, good touches.
And he had a couple of good chances.
Yeah.
But I still think the work rate needs to be risen up there.
Yeah.
But equally, like what people are saying is, I mean, he kind of was up there alone. And my point on Felipe Anderson is, if you watch back some of the highlights of this game, and probably most games, because I think each week, left, right and centre, Felipe Anderson's getting his bum torn apart and slagged off the most because of his price tag that comes with him. But you can't blame a guy who tries when he looks up and all he sees is static players.
I mean, a couple of moves he made there tonight were really good.
Yeah.
I mean, he was nutmegging a couple of players, moving into really good positions.
But no one else was there.
No one there. No.
And this is my biggest issue, and I think we were talking about it. We're slow in the uptake.
Yeah.
So you've got Felipe Anderson, who drives forward, who's quite fast, who's quite pacey, looks up, no one else, passes the ball, then the play slows down dramatically. But it's a little bit like we're going into defensive mode when we're attacking.
But I think if you look back to when we got Antonio up there with, and when we mentioned that last time,
Yeah.
having two big guys like that up, we really missed that.
Yeah.
Because I think when he's on the pitch there, he terrorises them. You said it yourself beforehand when we were talking about the type of striker that we need someone in there really kind of like Antonio.
Yeah.
And him playing with Haller up front cause havoc.
Has Snoddy done enough to start the next game?
Oh, I think so.
And
Because his work rate alone, and I think his distribution is brilliant. I mean, he proved it tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, he not only scored a goal that was ruled off by the stupid thing, but on the other hand, he put two lovely crosses over there, which could have resulted in goals as well.
the funny thing is, I actually think Snoddy will get utilised properly by Moyes, and he'll practice what Moyes preaches, which
Yeah.
is you have a high-end work
Yeah,
rate,
he'll do
and
that.
that's what West Ham
Yeah.
currently need.
You can't
right now.
fault him for that.
You can't fault him
No.
for that. So I think he has earned his right to start.
And I think now some of the other players now are going to have to reach out to that and do the same thing.
Absolutely,
They're
yeah.
going to start
It's-
playing up there a little bit and getting there first.
I'm disappointed by Lanzini. I'm being honest.
Yeah,
here.
I'm disappointed by Lanzini, but-
we're talking about tonight's game.
Yeah.
But in general,
Yeah.
apart from his injury,
Yeah.
he started the season reasonably well.
Yeah.
But apart from that, he's completely drifted.
But you have to give. I mean, you've said it there early on. Sheffield United are a hard team.
They're a hard
to
team
come
to
out
beat.
to get out of the Championship, to play hard the way they've done, to get up now to fifth, and it shows they're a good, solid
Unit.
work team. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what they are. You know, nothing outstanding there up front. Nothing outstanding really.
Well, I'll tell you something.
But
see
they
their-
are good working
their-
team.
Their three midfielders.
Yeah,
If
well-
you watch our preview, that I mentioned, I talk about the three players in the middle of the park for Sheffield United that they defend tonight, where Sheffield United were attacking. There was two forwards against about five defenders.
Yeah, that's right.
And they played around
They
us
did,
left,
they
right, and
did.
centre.
Yeah, they did.
We
had a
looked
lot of
headless
defense.
chickens.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we had about 5 players there.
Yeah.
And them two guys just went down and were just getting through.
Yeah.
They were actually penetrating. Which, to be fair, Felipe Anderson was doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, he was doing it. Lanzini wasn't, but he was.
Yeah.
And then when Snodgrass came on, you're then looking for that magical kind of free kick,
Yeah.
which then produces the chances that we need, you know. But you need then, but that's when you're missing the Antonio, coupled with Haller, and coupled with a bit of a, you know, that two big guys up front, giving a bit of hassle to the back.
Yeah. No ifs. I mean, did we deserve a point tonight? Did we deserve to walk away with something tonight?
With VAR we did.
Yeah.
With VAR we did. If we didn't, other than that, I think they edged us tonight. I think their performance edged us out. However, I think the VAR decision was very poor.
Yeah.
And that's really ruled it out for us, and that is such a joke. It really is a joke. And I mean, I know we can use that and all the other clubs are saying about it, but as you said there, it's not just us saying it. As West Ham supporters, it's quite a few commentators saying it, players saying it. A lot of people now questioning what's going on. And when you look at that VAR again and you think, what on earth were they saying, thinking Rice was doing with that?
Yeah.
It's a joke.
Yeah. Listen, I mean, short and sweet. I don't really know what else we can really say about the game tonight. Maybe we need to just sit on our thoughts for a while. We'll come back to you with a few videos over the next couple of days. Unfortunately, we've not won, but we've caught up with the rest of the pack in terms of games. So we're sitting, 17th in the league, is it? 16th in the league.
16th, yeah.
Couple of points
Just
from
about.
safety.
Got to watch, because I mean, the teams below there can just...
Teams could
clips us
start
a little bit.
sneaking
Bournemouth,
ahead.
good.
What we do know is we do need to
Aston
make
Villa.
some signings,
Yeah.
and now it's more than ever.
Goalkeeper, we're going to have to get a goalkeeper.
And, you know, we're linked with and supposed to be bringing in Randolph. I mean, I've seen comments coming in saying that now it looks like we should be looking at a goalkeeper who's fit right now, but I still think the club are going to follow through with this Randolph. I think they'll still think they'll bring him in. To be fair to Martin, apart from that silly error.
Yeah,
he
can't,
made a good save.
He did.
Even a really
He
good
saved
save.
it. It could have been 2-0.
Yeah, I think it could be 2-0, and
It
that
was just
would have given us
unfortunate.
a chance.
I know you've got to give him that. Unfortunately for us, it's not good, but for him, you cannot castigate him for ever more than ever that.
I think the club need to go out there and make a statement with regards to the goalkeeper, in my opinion, but I don't think they will. Therefore, I think we'll be left with Randolph. And I'm not saying Randolph's the worst choice in the world, because I personally thought he was okay when he was at West Ham last
I
time.
liked him when he was at West Ham.
But it definitely shows you that we need to get more signings in. Right back, midfielder, without doubt, in my opinion. We need someone else to support Anderson. Speed, someone fast, someone who can think quick. We just don't have that, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know.
And it's nice when we play well, but yeah.
I know.
So anyway, get your comments in below. Let us know your thoughts on what we've said. When this is not live, get your comments in on the actual video and give us your feedback on the show. Give us your feedback on the game. Who do you think was the best player? If you can take that, who do you think should change going into the next game? What do you think Moyes should do? Hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. He's been my dad, Jim. I've been Anton. Come on, you Irons.